Hello, everyone. My name is Tara, and welcome to Aligning to Love. In this channel, I aim to spread hope, joy, peace, and love to the world by sharing goodness and love within my life. This is a part 3 video of a series called Signs from the Universe. I'll be talking all about how I feel music is a sign from God, your angels, your spirit guides, and if you're someone that doesn't relate to that subject, it can just be a video on how music can be hopeful and give you inspiration. For me, when I was growing up, we always had music on. My mom would play music from the minute we woke up to the second we went to bed. And before we were in school, we'd play it throughout the day, and we'd play songs that made us feel fun or silly and made us want to have a creative dance and just made us feel energized throughout the day. And then we would listen to songs that made us feel sleepy during nap time or when we were getting ready for bed and listen to lullabies. And my parents listened to a variety of music, whether it was reggae, Motown, bluegrass, pop, opera even, and Broadway. And it was really nice to be exposed to these different types of music because it showed us that you could be connected to a variety of genres and that having more ways to like music and to find different paths of music, whether it was more instrumental or whether it had lyrics that you connected to. It was just really great to be surrounded by different types of music growing up. And the ways that music was projected in our house changed drastically as we were growing up. I grew up in the 90s, so my mom had a stereo system that had cassette tapes and CDs. And my dad and my mom both had vinyl records when they were growing up, and unfortunately, they got rid of a lot of those. But for me, when I was growing up, we had cassette Walkmans, we had CD Walkmans. Then I remember getting an MP3 player in the late 90s. And then as I moved on to the 2000s, I had an iPod. And these were all great tools to have because you got to select your own type of music that you wanted to listen to and the songs that made you feel good. Or even if it was a time when it was challenging for you, you got to listen to a song that expressed how you were feeling. And it was a great opportunity to be able to create playlists that you resonated with. I still have all of the mixtapes and mix CDs that my friends gave me in middle school and high school when we would be on road trips together or when we would play them at gatherings when we all got together. And those songs, when I hear them on the radio, they just bring back those fun times. And sometimes you hear songs that make you think of someone who you've lost, but hopefully over time you're able to think of the joy that that person brought you instead of the hardship of losing them in your life. I know it took me a while to think of those songs and be happy when it reminded me of someone that I lost. But for me, when I hear songs that are not common to be played on the radio, and I hear them in the car, whether I go to work or if I'm doing errands and I'm out and about at different shopping stores or malls, and I hear the songs that I related to as a child or a teenager or even now, that to me, some people may think it's a coincidence and it makes you happy, but I see it as I'm being supportive, and this is a small moment in my day where it brings me joy and happiness, and that it's a divine intervention that is there for my joy and my peace of mind to get me out of my fast-paced thoughts of what I need to accomplish in the day and just to remember to enjoy life and to be happy. And I think a lot of these things, for me, I never liked holding things as a child, and even now as an adult, I like to be minimal. And I think it's important to remember that all the songs that we like to select ourselves, that's a great way to make ourselves feel happy and energized and motivated to tackle whatever we have going on in our lives. For me in the morning, I do like to get up and have upbeat music to get me pepped up for the day. Um, Especially on my drive to work. I have a short commute, but whenever a song comes on that is energized and makes me feel pumped up for the day, that always helps me start the work day out really well. And for me, I always think of what am I intentionally listening to, and then what just happens to be on out of the blue. And the things that happen out of the blue are the ones that I really recognize as the signs. There's one song called Higher Love, and I'm blanking on the name of the songwriter, but it's the song where it's just so upbeat and I feel so happy because it reminds me of a time when I was at my aunt and uncle's and my cousins up in Maine, and we were all at the beach, and there was this big family get together, and there was 30 of us just having a ball in the sand by the ocean. And that song came on, Higher Love. And we were just having the time of our lives, being together with everyone and having the sun on our face and the salt breeze in our hair. And whenever I hear that song, it is like a pump up song for me. And I just feel so happy and re energized. And I just think we need all of these moments in our day to realize there are a lot of things going on in the world that are just devastating and really sad and horrendous. And it's really important that we do take time to do hobbies or listen to music, do things that make us come out of our fight or flight stage or feeling that we've been in. And it's just, I'm listening to the news, it's constant. There's just something every day that might put us in that flight or fight mode. And if we can just stop to listen to music that inspires us, that gives us hope, and just connects us on the most human level, because music can bring out our empathy for one another. Music is such a creative form and expression that we can all relate to. And adding lyrics to music bring us that deeper meaning of being able to know what the songwriter is going through and being able to either connect to that or not. And if we don't connect to music that we have on the radio or what we listen to, we can always transfer to other music or songs that do bring us that hope and that joy and just that energy for life. So that message today, I just hope that everyone is able to find moments in their day to listen to some music that brings you joy. Listen to some music that brings you inspiration. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I love you all, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!